So the Amex Business Platinum card, this card ain't too shabby. It's really not too shabby. What you thought I was gonna say? But anyway, the real question is this card really worth it? In this video, we're gonna talk about the bonus that you get with the card and how to hit it. We'll cover everything that you get with the card. We'll talk about if the 695 elephant in the room is really worth it, what your credit should look like to get approved, and if it's something that I would even recommend that you get. So if you want to use this card to fund your business, then definitely stick around. Okay, so let me mention that this is a charge card that has no limit. So basically what that means is this is going to be a card that you have to pay off at the end of the month, and they do have an option where you can actually let your balance roll over and pay interest. But for the most part, this is a charge card, and as far as there not being any limit, just know that that means that whatever you swipe the card for, you should be able to get. And if for any reason that doesn't go through, you will call them to let them know that you are going to make a big purchase. But just know that for the most part, you can swipe and get what you need. Now let's talk about that welcome bonus. So the welcome offer that they have as soon as you sign up for the card and get approved is going to be 120,000 points. And in order to get that, you have to spend $15,000 within the first 3 months. Now I know that sounds like a lot because it is. But basically, what that breaks down to is about $5,000 a month. Now, if you're brand new in your business, you might not have that much in expenses, within the first few months of owning this card. But at the same time, you might be new in business and have a lot of equipment and things that you need to get. So you can actually use this to get a lot of that equipment, computers, uh, phones, whatever it might be that you might need. You can use this card to get those things, and that might actually total up to what you need. Now, some of you guys that are already more established in business, maybe you already have a bunch of expenses already in your business, and you know you have at least 5,000 in business expenses on a monthly basis, and maybe your rent and other things. So you could use this card and hit that with ease. But one other option for anybody that's new in business or that already has a business established is I would recommend you use it for coaching or maybe some type of business training or conference. Now, the reason for that is going to be, of course, if you're going to a conference, then that can cost a lot of money from your hotel room, the flight, renting a car, the actual conference itself. And you can take advantage of a lot of the travel rewards, which we're going to talk about in a minute. But even if it's just a coaching or a training, something like that, basically you're going to benefit from that because, there are a lot of coaches out here in different areas in business that, charge 3,000, 5,000, some even 20 something $1,000 to actually get the coaching. And while to a lot of people, especially those new in business, because I was the same way too in the beginning, you might not want to or see the value in spending money on coaching in the beginning of your business, but it really shortcuts the learning curve and increases the chances of you getting to higher revenue and business growth earlier on, which of course you're in business to make money. So it can be really beneficial in regards to getting you help, hands-on help to actually learn something that can help grow your business from the beginning, and you can see exponential growth from the start. And again, it could be coaching on how to get a trucking business, how to start a Turo business, even how to do YouTube, which I help coach people on, shameless plug. But, whatever you do, make sure that you do something to help hit this bonus so that you can take advantage of all of these points that you can get. And now we're going to go on to some of the benefits and talk about this annual fee and if it's worth it. But just one thing that I think needs to be mentioned is that remember that because you have an Amex card, once you get approved for this, there are some places that do not accept American Express. So mostly this is going to be while you're traveling abroad. It might be at some smaller stores, maybe not chain stores so much, and you will get accepted at a lot of places, but there are a few places that you might not be thinking about it because you've been swiping and getting accepted. And you go to that one place or, you shop at that one vendor that does not accept Amex because of the higher interchange rate or transaction fee. I forget which one it is, but Amex charges a higher fee than other cards to merchants, so some will not accept it. So just keep that in mind. And if you already have an Amex card and you have experienced what I'm talking about, if you don't mind, go down to the comments and let us know if this is something that you see a lot or if it's something that you don't really see at all. I'm sure that'll help some people that are thinking about getting this card. So real quick, let's talk about the points that you earn when you use this card. So first off, you're going to get 5 times the points when you get flights or hotels booked through Amex's travel portal. So when you book things through their portal, you actually get 5 times the points. That's really good. Also, you get 1.5, so 1.5 times the points on eligible purchases, but these are going to be in certain business categories. And you also have to spend over 5,000 on those transactions. Specifically, it's going to be with U.S. construction material, hardware suppliers, electronic goods retailers, and software and cloud system providers, as well as shipping providers. And of course, again, this is $5,000 purchases and up, and you can get up to 2 million within the calendar year. And also, you're going to get 1 times the points on any of your other purchases that you make, which is good because you're still getting points when you make other types of purchases. But you can see there's a heavy focus on the travel. Now, besides the points, we have to make this annual fee, which is pretty hefty, worth it. It's $695, almost $700. So we really have to be getting some value in order to make this make sense. And this card actually delivers a ton of value and gets you a lot of money back to make it worth it. There are like a smorgasbord of benefits. And when the last time you heard a black dude say smorgasbord? So you know it's a lot. But let's jump into it. Okay, one of the main benefits that's going to be really good is going to be that you get a credit with Dell for $400. You actually get $200 at the beginning half of the year, 200 at the second half of the year. So that's $400 in value right there. Now, if you do hiring and you have employees, there's actually a $360 a statement credit that you can use for Indeed. So already, if you are a business owner, you need some Dell computers, you need some headphones, you need any of the electronics that they have there, and you hire people as well, then you already have made back your annual fee and you've taken care of that, and anything else is just a benefit to you after that. But let's say you don't hire people. What other things do they have to offer that can help you out with that annual fee? Well, let's take a look at the wireless credit. Now, this equates to about $10 a month, but it's $120 per year for your wireless services. So that does bump us up to about 520, including that Dell credit. And now, when it comes to the travel portion, either one of these two can get you back over that $700. We see here there's a $200 airline fee credit. And with that, you basically select the airline that you want to use at the beginning of the year, and then you have to stick with that airline. Like if it's Delta, United, whoever it is, you have to stick with them for the entire year, but you get a $200 credit for that. Also, they basically cover the cost of your clear for $189, and you can get a credit for that and have that paid for every year. And also, some of the other benefits that they give you with this card is going to be the Global Lounge Collection, where basically you get access to 1,400 lounges that are in airports, including the Centurion Lounge. So basically, you get access to a lot of benefits you can take advantage of while you're at the airport. You also get automatic elite status at Marriott Bonvoy. You also get access to their fine hotels and resorts program. And with that, you'll get things like breakfast, you'll get a credit that you can use while you're on one of the properties. You can get early check-in, late checkout, and access to a lot of other amenities that they might have at the property. There's a free credit for global entry and TSA pre-check. Also, this card has no transaction fees. I forgot to mention you get the Hilton Honors Gold status as well. You get premium car rental privileges. Also, if you have a trip delay that's more than 6 hours and you use your card to make the purchases that are associated with that delay, they will reimburse you up to $500 per trip. They even give you trip cancellation and trip interruption insurance as well. And as I mentioned before, you can carry a balance with this card using their pay over time option. And of course, if you have employees and you need to get them access to the card, you can do that as well. You can even assign an account manager to manage your employees and everything that's going on with the card and their access to the cards. They also give you cell phone protection. So if there's theft involved or your phone is damaged, you get up to $800 reimbursement for that. You get an extended warranty on top of the manufacturer's warranty for anything you purchase with the card. And also for any purchases that you make with the card, if they were to get lost or damaged, stolen, anything like that within the first 90 days of purchase, they will cover up to $10,000 per claim, $50,000 per year, which is really great. And listen, with the points on this card, it is in any Amex really, they're points when you transfer them out to say a travel partner like an airline, whether it be for domestic or global travel, then you get a really good reimbursement rate for the points when you take the Amex points and transfer them out to a partner portal for an airline outside of the portal. Also, when you book travel within Amex's travel portal, you will receive a 35-point bonus. So you're getting 35% back of what you have spent on using the points through their portal. I told you it was a lot of benefits, and you should easily see that now. And we're going to talk about if I recommend this and score requirements. But look, if you're getting value from this video so far, make sure you hit the thumbs up button and also subscribe to the channel if you want to get more info like this and try to grow your business. Not to mention, if you are trying to grow and scale your business and you need funding for your business, I'm talking anywhere from 50 to 100 or more, and you're trying to get that within, say, the next 30 days, and you would like to get it at a 0% interest rate, then book a call me below to see how I can work with you to get some funding for your business. And I can help you to secure the maximum amount of funding that people usually struggle to get because their business formation isn't what it needs to be to maximize the amount that they get. And they are incorrectly building relationships with banks if they're trying at all. And I can help you streamline all of that, maximize your funding amount, and get it quicker than what you would have been able to do on your own. So again, go to the link you see on the screen or book a call me down below. Okay, so what are the score requirements for this card? Basically, you're going to be looking at your credit score to be at about above 700. Ideally, 720, 740 is going to make sure you're the safest, but if you're above 700, you should be in good ground. Now, I have seen that somebody can get approved for this card as little as, 690, maybe 680, but really to be safe, you want to make sure that you're wasting an inquiry. And by the way, if you already have a product with Amex, you don't have to worry about them doing a hard pull with you. It will be a soft pull to see if you qualify for this card. Also, this card will not report on your personal credit profile, which is great and amazing. And that's the benefit of having a business credit card. So now you can be able to use this without it weighing down your personal credit and halting you or hindering you from doing things you might need to do, on the personal side of things. But this does come with a personal guarantee. So if you do not pay the card, then it will be reflected on your personal credit. And I'm talking about if it charged off and all of that. So I recommend this card for those of you that do a lot of travel with your business or plan to do a lot of travel with your business, that be going to conferences, going to trainings, or just, on a daily basis, you do travel work, you do a lot of that with your business, then that's going to be a benefit to you. Also, if you have large transactions that you pay over that 5K that is required for that 1.5 point bonus, then this is going to be something that's really good for you if you make large transactions in those categories that were mentioned: the construction, electronics, shipping, and cloud-based services. Now, look, I recommend that you get this card when you are able to hit the bonus so that you can take advantage of all the points that you get. Some of you might need to just go ahead and jump on it anyway for the other benefits, and you're not too worried about the points. But basically, I would recommend you get this card when you know you can hit that spend or make plans to try to hit that spend by going, get training, coaching, whatever it might be. Now, this Amex card is great, but there are other options out there. So if you want to see some other good options that are out there for new businesses with no revenue, as well as businesses that are already established, then go ahead and check out the video that's going to show you 5 more options that you can look at. And let's say your credit isn't where it needs to be to get approved for this card, then you can check out this series of videos to learn how to improve your score so you can get approved for this card. I'll see you guys in the next video.